guys, Deathscyp here from Y.C.G, your casual gamer. Alright, welcome to the special request number 1 for Season 2 of Deathscyp Factory. So I had someone asking me that for the interaction episode by line trace, the interaction text, they wanted to know if it was possible to see a tutorial with an image instead of a text, and this is what it's going to be about. So let's get started. So hopefully you already did the 2 episodes, because I'm really just going to be replacing variables over here by new variables. So when you jump inside play, when you get up to the console, you're going to see that you can interact with a text. And what we want to do now is we want it to work with an image instead of a text. So it's fairly simple, but it's normal. When you don't know how to do it, it can be pretty hectic to get started. So first thing you're going to need is a slate brush. So inside the first person character, you're going to create a new variable, and you're going to call it interaction image. It's already going to be a you can select here and just look for slate brush, and you're going to have it here. Slate brush is the best way to implement an image on screen. So compile and save. Sorry, my computer is a bit slow today. Save. Alright. And there you go. Now you're going to be able to set up your image over here. So if you're going to use only one image, you can set it up here and you'll never have to change it again. But if you want to be able to put multiple different image size, I'm going to show you guys how to be able to do it. So right now we can leave it to blank, and just to make sure that it's 100% blank, because right now if I jump inside play, you're going to see that little interaction image because it's going to be white. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to go inside the tint, and just to make sure it's invisible to the eye, I'm going to put the alpha base to 0. That way you see now we can't see the image anymore display on top over here. Yeah, I'll show you guys again. You see it appearing on top, and now it goes away. Now, inside your to be interacted text, this over here, that we created in the episode 21 or 22, 20 and 21. Here you have the set text value that's going to be resetted after you're done interacting with something. So instead of using the text, we're going to remove that, and we're going to add alt drag the image over here. Now this is where there's going to be a small difference. You see with the text over here, you can just leave it blank and it's going to bring it back to blank. The thing with an image is you need to reset it to something else. Right now it does show you that it's going to be blank because that's the default value you put. But when you're going to add your own image afterward, it's going to just remember the new image. So to make sure that it goes back to blank, you need to drag out, make slate brush. From here, this is going to be the image size. Don't worry about that. We can just, from the tint, bring out, make a slate color. And I know it makes a little bit of code over here, but it's all in good words. So over here for the specific color, we're going to get back the value for the alpha and bring it back down to 0. So there you go. You are done. So that's the alternative over here, using an image instead of a text. Now you have your variable, you are done, and the main character. So compile and save. Slow computer. Alright. Inside the user interface, over here, again, instead of a text block, we're going to go ahead and get a image. Like that. And just drag it inside your canvas, wherever you want. And me, I have a lot of stuff right now in my canvas, so the best way for me to move it is going to be with the top position over here. I think it was 850 by 850. That's almost it. Let's just squirrel it down a little bit. Oh yeah, it was 900 by 910. There you go. Let's say this is how I like it. Then you can scale it how you want it. You decide how you want your image to be. Really, I'm just making it as I go over here. I'm going to cover the text block here. There you go. And there you go. Compile and save. So now, just like we did with the text block, we're going to make a binding. And you need to make the binding for the image in right over here. So here, create binding. And see, we had the get interaction text. Let's F2, Control C, F2, Control V, and just call it interaction image. Trying to give you guys some nice shortcuts over here. F2 is my best friend because you can always rename stuff really easily in Unreal with this. So from here, just grab this in. Since we already did a cast of the character inside our our UMG, we can get to the interaction image. Just grab the character variable over here, get interaction image, and just plug this over here. Compile and save. So now you get this is the value we're going to be playing with. So now we did the first person character, so now the reset's going to happen accordingly, so it's going to reset back to none when you're done. And in the user interface, you connected the image to the binding of the character. So the two are communicating together now. Now it's time to go with the blueprint. So for the blueprint, we have our button over here. We're going to press Control B, another nice shortcut when you're looking for a blueprint. It goes directly to the blueprint. You get inside your blueprint editor, and this is where we're going to change again a few things. So we're just going to remove this. This is where the text was happening. We're going to drag this out. We're going to do set interaction image. Is that what we're doing? Yeah. Set interaction image. And from here, we're going to create promote variable. So this is going to create a new variable for you. We're going to call it interaction image. There you go. It can be called the same thing, or you can call it custom interaction image just to make it different. Compile, save, and make it editable. So now you get it. So from here, if I press the true, it's going to be setting this the interaction when I get to the button is going to be set to my own custom image. So when I come over here, now if I press save, compile, save everything, when I click on my button, I'm going to be able to choose a custom image right over here. So just like the text, before I had a custom text I could put, now I can put a custom image. So let's get back inside the blueprint. Now all that's missing is that we need to reset it to be able to see the message again. We need to reset it to none. So same thing over here. We're going to do it's kind of like a double tap to make sure that it works. This little check over here. So here we're going to disconnect this again because we don't have a message anymore. We have, if you want both, you can leave both, but for me, now I'm showing you how to use the image. And we're going to do the set interaction, again, same thing. And like we did inside the first person over here, we're going to Control C, grab this, and Control V. And then you just have to connect this right over here. And you are done. So this is how you would use an image instead. So if I compile, save everything, same thing over here. If you want to see different, that's where it gets a little. Well, no, actually, you see, you don't need to use the button anymore. Then you get it. You can just grab the slate brush, set it to something different over here, a new image that you want. If you wanted to, you could have multiple image over here, and the second one would be you don't need it anymore. It really is, you customize it the way you want after that. Now let's test this, see if it works. So I get inside the level, no images on play. I approach and I see the image. I look away, the image goes away. I look back, the image is back, and so on and so forth. And if I want to have a custom look over here, I can just set, well, I could do a color, or I can just grab, I don't know, black and yellow stripes over here. And what was I missing? Oh yeah, in the blueprint interface, I forgot to center my image. So you got to make sure to center the anchor it to the middle. or else it's not gonna look good on screen. It's a really little thing over here, but like, let me show you what it does. If I leave it on the side over here and I compile save, when I press play here, you're going to see the image is going to happen on the right, and you're going to be like, oh, what's that? Why is it doing this? Well, it's because you didn't anchor it to the middle of the screen. So I mean, if you anchor it to the middle of the screen, then it's going to know that wherever you are in your viewport, it's always going to try to look for the center. So now you go, it's in the center. Press 11, it's in the center. I hope now you know how to use the image. If you need anything else, let me know in the comment below, and I'll try to get a video out, or I'll try to answer as fast as I can. So have a good day. See you next time.